Everyone's a genius in hindsight. Don't be a hindsight genius. Be a genius when it counts, in the heat of the game. Bitcoin hit 93,000 US dollars last week. $93,000! After it hit a local top in March at about 73,000 US dollars, it has been range bound for 8 frickin' months. From March to November, range bound from $70,000 to $50,000. Do you know what that level of range bound can do to somebody's psyche? That could just have the average investor, the average retail investor, doing complete and utter nonsense. We are now at the part of the cycle where two of the filthiest words in the English language will be at the forefront of every retail investor's psyche. What are those two words? Those two words are FOMO and greed and hubris, but let's just focus on FOMO and greed. In this video, I want to share my thoughts in respect to how to navigate the markets going forward, what we've been through, where we're going, where we are, all that good stuff. Before we do, I'm Barixis and welcome to my channel. For those of you that are new, welcome. I post my regular content every Wednesday and Fridays, and I post my YouTube shorts every single day. If you want to keep up, please subscribe, hit that little notification bell icon, and I promise you will not regret it. You may even avoid getting wrecked if you just listen to the video, watch the video, take all your biases out of the picture, and just watch the video and listen with an objective mindset. If you can do that, you may have a chance. If you can't, sayonara. Good luck to you. All right, let's just get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters from all walks of life, from all around the world, the time for greed, the time for FOMO was 12 to 24 months ago. Now is the time to dust off that plan, if you even have one, to stay disciplined and stay the course. Do not let emotions rule your decisions. Let me repeat that one more time. Do not let your emotions rule your decisions. If you have a plan, stay objective and focus on executing the plan. Do not deviate. It will be hard. Believe me, it will be difficult, but do not deviate from your plan. And if you don't have a plan at this stage of the game,
you failure.
Create one. Create a quick plan, because you still have time. You still have time. In a couple months, things are gonna go completely off the charts, and if you don't have a plan by that time, you are going to get rinsed. If you haven't been stacking Bitcoin or other cryptos during the 2022 and 2023 bear market, you gotta ask yourself one question. If you weren't stacking when all the other cryptos, when Bitcoin was on sale, why are you all of a sudden FOMOing now that Bitcoin has touched $93,000, $90,000? And even during the range bound period of $70,000 to $50,000, $50,000 Bitcoin, why were you not stacking at that time? Why is it that now you see Bitcoin in the headlines, everybody's talking about it, your mailman's talking about it, your grandma's talking about it, your friends are talking about it, your co-workers are talking about it, and now all of a sudden you feel like, oh my God, I gotta get hit before I miss the boat. My friend, the asymmetric upside is not in your favor. The time to be stacking was literally 24 months ago, 12 months ago, even 3 to 6 months ago was the time to stack, not when it's nearing six figures. If you can honestly answer the question of why you weren't stacking during the bear market and why you weren't stacking even 6 months ago, you have to reevaluate what the hell you're doing. Are you investing money that you're willing to lose? Are you just gambling at this point? Are you just throwing money in because your friends are doing it, because your family's doing it, because your coworkers are doing it? Is that why you're in the market? Because if that's the only answer that you can provide, you should just sit it out. Just sit, just watch from afar, see how the big boys do it, and just take notes. I remember in 2022 when the biggest influencers, the biggest kid analysts were yelling, lower, lower, lower. Bitcoin was at $69,000 in November of 2021, and it hit a low of 15,500 in October 2022. And everybody was yelling, it's going lower, it's going lower. Huh? My friend, we are already 75%, 80% off of the highs. What do you mean lower? Even if we go lower by a marginal amount, it is minuscule in comparison to how much we've gone from $69,000 to $15,000. What are you even saying? The risk to reward is entirely in your favor. If you were part of the group of investors that were listening to these investors and you didn't buy anything because it might go lower, it might go to $10,000, it might go to $5,000. If you were from that group and you didn't buy, but you want to buy when it's nearly six frickin' figures,
I know very well what you represent.
You represent the idiocy of today.
Again, you have some serious reevaluating to do, my friend. And this is not a video to crap on you and to knock you down. This is a wake-up call. In every bull market, there is a group of investors that think they are Superman, they think they're Superwoman, they think, oh my God, I'm a freaking genius. I just dumped $10,000 and oh my God, based on what everybody's saying, I'm gonna make $1 million.
I am Kal-El of Krypton. It is time to fulfill my destiny.
The fact is, everybody's saying that, yo, just dump in $10,000, man, you'll make $1 million, I promise. Those same people have been buying from the lows in 2022 and 2023. You just jumping in now when we're literally at the last 15% of the bull market, you're trying to jump in now to make a 100x? In my humble opinion, when the Bitcoin ETFs were approved in January of this year, at that very moment, that is when the asymmetric upside was no longer in your favor. Why? Because we had already jumped from $20,000 to what, $40,000 in the span of just what, 6 to 8 weeks? The asymmetric upside was gone at that point, man. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that you missed the boat, but the time to minimize the amount of risk that you had, the amount of downside risk, it's gone. It's finished. What if you jump in now at $95,000 and we only go to what, $110,000? You are going to be waiting and waiting and waiting for that dip to turn into an uptrend. And my friend, every single dip is just going to end up going lower and lower and lower. And before you know it, in 2 years, you're gonna whisper to yourself, damn, I think I just round tripped all my money. Damn, I think I just lost everything. I am just another statistic. Oh my God, what have I done? Don't let that be you, man. Do not let that be you. At this stage of the game, you are gonna hear influencers and kid analysts say the following things. Up only. If they're saying up only, block and remove, please. Super cycle. If they are preaching super cycle, oh my God, we're only going up, we're never gonna have a bear market ever again. Block and delete that person expeditiously, please. 300K Bitcoin, 500K Bitcoin, 1 million Bitcoin, 5 million by end of 2025. If the influencers and the kid analysts that you're following are preaching those things, again, the block button is a very sweet feature of any social media platform. Kindly block and delete them from your life, because that is just a load of crap. That is hubris flowing through their veins. All they're doing is trying to get retail investors to come in. Oh my God, we're at 6 figures? It's gone up so much already. I mean, how much more juice do we have to go? Another 10x? $1 million Bitcoin? Well, I mean, if I get in now at $100,000, there's still 10x. If I put in $10,000, I'll have $100,000. Oh my God. No, it's not gonna work that way, because the people, like, think about it for a second. If you're a big institutional investor, I mean, you have billions and billions of dollars in the space, and you've been in since $15,000 Bitcoin, $20,000 Bitcoin, even $25,000, $30,000 Bitcoin. Do you think you're waiting for $300,000 Bitcoin? No, my friend. Us at $90,000 US from the bottom of $15,000, that is already a 5 to 6x. 5 to 6x on $10,000 is chump change. It's nothing. It's what the hell is this? But 5 to 6x on $10 billion, $50 billion, $100 billion, that is an incredible amount of money. That is just, that's an asinine amount of money. No, they're not waiting for the 10x, the 50x, the 20x. No, I promise you, institutional investors are already planning the distribution phase of the market. The part where they get retail investors, they wheel them all in. Yeah, it's going to $500,000, it's going to $1 million. Let's get in here, let's get in here. And then before you know it, guess what? Yeah, we peak at 150, and then every dip, yeah, because Bitcoin's very volatile, right? Crypto's very volatile, so 50% dip's pretty normal, right? But I promise you, that 50% dip will turn into 75% real quick. The sad reality is, if you're a newbie, you're gonna get wrecked. It doesn't matter what I say, it doesn't matter if the evidence and the data is there to back up what I'm saying. The point is, you see number go up and that's all you care about. Emotions will drive your decisions, and at the end of the day, that's just the cost of tuition to make it in this space. Here's a rule of thumb to not get yourself wrecked. If you have a propensity to start taking screenshots of your portfolio, you feel like you're a genius, look what I made. I made a 2x, I made a 5x. Oh my God, I have $1 million. If you're taking screenshots, sell. If your grandmother wants you to put in some nickels and dimes to, get a piece of the pie, sell. If your mailman's asking you for that next crypto pick, sell. People you haven't spoken to in years is asking you for financial advice with respect to crypto and Bitcoin, sell. sell. It's easy in hindsight, believe me, it is so freaking easy. Again, everybody is a genius in hindsight, but do not be a genius in hindsight. Be a genius when it counts, in the moment, in the heat of the game. Recognize the signs when things starting to feel a little frothy, when things are starting to feel a little like it can only go up, like this isn't the very idea of a market going down and anybody saying anything other than it's going up pisses you off and offends you. Again, that is a warning sign. It's probably time to sell. I don't mean sell everything. I mean de-risk. Take some chips off of the table. That's all I mean. Take your principal out. Take some gains. Take some lifestyle chips off the table. And then once you're comfortable, let the rest ride. If it goes to zero, it goes to zero. If it goes to the moon, it goes to the moon. But take some chips off the table. De-risk yourself. At the end of the day, paper gains are just that. They are paper gains. They're not real. So numbers on a screen mean absolutely nothing. Until you hit that sell button and that money is in your bank account, you do not have a thing. Unless the money is in your federally insured CDIC, FDIC insured bank, US and Canada. Unless it's in your bank, you did not gain anything. Anyways, for the love of God, I know this was a very preachy video, but I want to see you win. So again, don't let your emotions take over. It's difficult, it seems so counterintuitive, but go against what your emotions are telling you to do in this space, or you will get wrecked. Nobody ever, not a single person ever went broke taking profits. Nobody in the history of the world has ever gone broke taking profits. Remember that. Let me know down below in the comment section if this video resonates with you, if what I'm saying makes sense and you kind of see, yeah, this guy maybe knows what he's talking about, or if you think I'm full of crap, what are you talking about? We're in the up only mode and this guy is just block, delete, break, see ya. It's been nice. If that's you, let me know down below in the comment section before you block me. I would love to hear from you. And with that, I thank you all for yet another opportunity to share my thoughts and my insights. I greatly appreciate it. I want to see you all win. And with that, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And I look forward to the next one. BKO.